Howdy friends, it's Kathy from Rust Paper Scissors. I wanted to do a flip through today of this Christmas journal that I made. It has sold, but I wanted to just go on and do a flip through so you could see it, see some of the things that I do, and then maybe get some inspiration or see some items from my shop. I have never finished a journal that I had sold before I finished it. So this was kind of hard for me. I wanted to incorporate what the customer wanted, but she wanted to be surprised, and she just liked the grunge and the rustic style that I traditionally do. So this one was a little bit harder. It was just the bare bones of the journal, and then the embellishments was what, after I sold it, I had to kind of keep her in mind. So hopefully she'll be pleased with the journal. It is a Reader's Digest book, and I left the cover pretty much the same. I thought it looked so Christmassy with the red and green, and then the back is just plain. And then I added the sticky backed velvet to the spine. And then on the front, I added a doily that I crocheted, and then I added a piece of rhinestone. It came off of a necklace that I had bought at a vintage, resale shop. And then I added the little book plate and the word Christmas. She could change that to her name or the year or something else if she wanted. One of my signature items is the Bulldog Closure. I use Bulldog clips and a chain, and that's my traditional closure. On this one, I added the little rusted jingle bells to the Bulldog clip enclosure, and then on each of the signatures, I added a rusted jingle bell, and along with the ribbon crimps that I rust and sell. So that's just what it looks like. I just like the Bulldog closures. They're quick and easy. I know a lot of people do the material, but I find that this is just a little bit easier. Then something else I wanted to mention. I saw a video, and I'm so sorry, but I can't remember who mentioned this, because I would love to give credit to where credit's due. Instead of tea staining their pages, they used something called walnut ink crystals. And you just mix this with warm water, and then you do it just like tea dye, and you spray your papers. And it's very easy, but I believe it's pH neutral. Now I think it's if you add baking soda to your tea dye mixture, that neutralizes the pH also, but I had never done that, so I started using this, and I really like it. I think it does a nice job. So just kind of FYI, if you look, it's called Walnut Ink Crystals, and it's by, this company is called Imagine. I believe I got it on Amazon. So let's go inside, and my journals are very blank. I leave a lot of room for you to journal or add pictures or embellishments. Another thing, and I've talked about this in my other journals, and I don't mean to keep repeating myself, but the way I journal is more, I like to compare, let's say, Christmas 1962 to Christmas 1964, or Christmas 2013 to 2014. I like to just show, what did Christmas dinner cost? What guest came? What movies did we watch that year? So it has 4 signatures, but each signature the pages are exactly the same. Now the ephemera is different, but the pages are the same. So I went through that long story just to tell you that the pages are going to be the same. So as we go through the journal, I will not talk as much towards the end. I'll just start flipping pages because they're the same. But I just wanted you to know that you could use this as a journal for one Christmas, or it could be a journal that compares 4 Christmases. So just up to you. But on the inside is, again, I left the cover pretty blank because it was the beautiful green, and I just added a digital image of the Santa and a little library card. And then on the signatures, I added this. It's just a printout of Silent Night on some vellum, and I just added that. This is an example of the little ribbon crimps. I add them to the side of the page, and then I just added a little rhinestone, not a rhinestone, a jingle bell. But these are a quick way to add charms, or I take apart necklaces and add them to the sides of my journals just as a little, I guess it's journal jewelry. But I use the ribbon crimps, and I find them very easy and I rust those and sell them in my shop. And then again, another one of my signature items is the metal prong fasteners, and I rust these. But the beauty of these is you can add pages to it or take pages away, whatever you want. It gives you the opportunity to customize the pages. And then this first page is just a piece of vellum, and then you have blank writing paper. Another thing I like to do, when I have a page that is a pull-out, I like to strengthen the edge because I know it gets a lot of wear and tear. And on this one, I just added some lace, and then I added, in the sewing notions part of like Hobby Lobby, they sell these trims. I believe it's called cording or piping, and in different colors. It's what goes on the outside of a cushion or a pillow, and I just added it here, and it gives a little color, and like I say, it strengthens the edge. And then here's just some more blank pages. This is some tea-stained or walnut-stained ledger paper, and I folded it up, and here I added the double fold bias tape just to add a little color. And then I had in there just 3 tags. This is a little tag that I stamped. This is just a little digital order blank tags, and this is a digital compliments of the season, and I just made, it's blank. So I added those tags. Again, there's not a lot of ephemera, but there is some. In the center of my signatures, I like to put an envelope, and I hide my strings in there. So this one I tried to just do something a little different, and I added the double fold bias tape along there. I made a cut and made it a little tuck spot. And then this is just a journaling card, and I love these pictures of the vintage ladies all dressed up for Christmas. I love that. And then on the back I just added some lace, and then here's the rest of the signature, and this is just that ledger paper, and then just 2 tags that I added to the journal. And then this is the manuscript paper. And then on this one, I like to add, I don't think I'm in frame, maybe I should pull it up some. I tea-stained the metal rim tags, and I like to add them. It would make a tuck spot, or it just adds kind of a little prompt to the journal. So I added that to the manuscript paper. And then this is just writing paper. Again, here's the vellum. And then this is the back of the signature, and I added just some lace and just a journaling card. And then this is what I call a hojo, a holiday journal insert. And it's just a little booklet type thing, but it gives you prompts like, what are your traditions? What were your decorations for that year? What were your top 10? entertainment. What movies did you watch? Did you go see the Nutcracker? That type of thing. Who were the guests? Who came that year? What was the menu? And then, of course, what was the weather? And so I just added that in here, and I won't be able to get it in. I'll leave it out. Okay, and then this is the next signature. This is just, I left this blank so you could add pictures or your own ephemera if you had something. And then this was just a digital of the Christ child, and I thought that was beautiful. And again, these are going to be the same. So here we have the Prong fasteners with the extra paper. Our blank pages. Here's the manuscript paper, again with the pull-out. Some blank paper. This is the ledger paper, and again I added two just journaling tags. On this one I added some of the manuscript paper on the back, so it just gives you a little line reference. And I forget who I saw. I'm sure I saw that from somebody. And then this is the envelope of this signature, and I added just this digital. It has the double fold bias tape on the edge. I'm having a hard time sometimes opening up these pockets, so I added a little Bulldog clip. I sell little minis. I rust them, and then inside the pocket is just two tags, and I made this tag, and this is just a digital. And then this is an example of, I was at Hobby Lobby and I saw this trim, and it was this beautiful buttons and trim, and I recreated it. I taught myself how to do it, and I think it looks pretty good. And here's the back side. And but I really love that trim, but it was so expensive. It was like $14 a yard. I bought like a quarter of a yard, just so I'd have something I could look at to recreate it. So I did that. And then this is just another of the metal rim tag, and it says today's highlight. And again, if you didn't like that, you could take that off. That one happens to be glued on. Sometimes I use the brad and do them, in that one I just glued on. This again is a tuck spot. And then this is the other side of the manuscript paper, and a pull out tag that says let it snow. And then this is just an example. I didn't have anything to clip this onto, but I love these little alligator clips. I use them like paper clips, and I sell them plain, or I sell them with the rhinestones or the flat back pearls. And what I like about it is you can put it on the top or the side, and if you closed your journal, you could see the little rhinestones, so it adds just a little bit of bling. So and it works pretty good. And then this is the back of this signature, and I added just two vintage tags. Seeing the little tricycle or bicycle, to me that's what Christmas is. You got your bicycle, you got your doll, you got you got big things at Christmas. And like my kids, they have Christmas every day now, but back then, we got our shoes, we got our bikes, and so I always think at Christmas you should have a bike. And then on the back of this signature, I added, this is a half of a granny square that I crocheted, and I make them into little tuck spots, and I think that just adds again to the vintage feel. It's not a vintage item, but it adds to the feel. And then this again is blank for you to embellish. And then this was just a digital, and added that to that signature. Here's our little jingle bell. This is looking pretty familiar, and we'll go pretty quick through this. Same story. This is just some different tags that I added. And then this is the center of the signature. On this one, again, you got your dolls at Christmas. I remember playing with paper dolls. I'm that old. And this was just an ad. So I added those. And then, again, the backs here. Just the same paper. On this signature, I added a little I guess that's ribbon, and I added the ribbon crimps, and I made a belly band, and this is just a journaling card. It's a Christmas song. It says Christmas on there, and added that. I tried to, you could add like charms or string, but I had put the rhinestones on there, and I couldn't, it made them too bulky, so I had to take them off. So that was a mistake. And then this is the last signature, again a digital print. The jingle bells, the papers, and then here's the same papers. Here's just two little tags. Again, I added the manuscript paper on the back as a writing reference or guide, I guess. And then this signature, this envelope was just a little order blank. And then I used the alligator clip on the side. And then this is just two tags. They're the same, but different sizes. And I liked those. Were in there. And then this is the back. This one I just added several references to music, Christmas polka, jingle bells. This is Santa with music, and that's just Joy to the World, and I heard the bells on Christmas Day. I feel like music is very powerful and can evoke quite a few memories and just make things special, so I like to add something about a reference to music. And then this is the manuscript paper, and I added the tag that says family, and because family is so important. And then this is just blank, and this is the back. And I saw this whimsical stitching, slow stitching I guess, of these trees, and I wanted to recreate it, so I tried to do it, and I liked it. I wanted to add it to this side of the book, but I didn't know if the person would like that, so I just added it here and made it kind of like a little belly band, but that was just these little trees that I had slow stitched and added to the, so that's the journal. And then along with the journal was I made this little library card holder, and then I just added some tags, and it's just a variety of tags. It says ho ho ho, celebrate, and then there's a little silver bell, a lantern, snowshoes. On this one I added a little watercolor to the stocking, and then this is an ice skate, and that's a sled. So I just include those in with the journal. So if they want to use that or use it some other way, use them as maybe for your cards, your presents, gift tag. And then this is not what I'm going to send with the journal, but I'm going to send what I call a December daily. It would be like this, except it's the larger spine, and it would have 31 pages in there. And this one is just an example I wanted to show you, like a little companion book. I sell these books in my Etsy shop, and this one is just one that I had made, like the Hojo, the decorations, the traditions, guest, menu, that type of thing. So I just wanted to show that. So I wanted to thank you for your time, and I would appreciate any comments. They really encourage me, and I do try to look at everyone and respond to everyone. I hope this finds everybody healthy and happy, and I hope to get that other journal that will be for sale listed here in the next day or so. Thank you again for your time. Bye.